Hi, I'm Cincinnati Man, and we're here to talk about, or I am here to talk about, season 7, episode 7 of Love is Blind, titled Truth Bombs. Um, let's go in this direction. Tim and Alex, there's a thing that I've been fortunate enough to be around healthy, functioning married couples. And there's one thing they say, even in relationships when you're living together, never leave. Like you can go away for a couple hours, but you got to come back, and you sleeping in your bed. There's never going to be a I'm on because you once you leave, and there's been couples that break up every few years. You create that chasm, you create that space that seems to that seems irredeemable, not irreplaceable. What's the word? You have irreparable damage. Irreparable damage. I mean, what a crazier word. Anyway, and it's this season is interesting. It seems like the men are way more ready to cry than the ladies actually. And Tim, he has a lot of hurt and trauma that he hasn't dealt with. And him being so cool, like I'm so cool, I'm not going to argue. So if you make me upset, I'll just walk out. That is a form of control because it sounds like he can't control. He doesn't. It's something about control there. And Alex, we never saw the argument, but apparently she wowed out, and she's calm and stuff now, and they're back home. Is she gonna have another? Is it gonna be another jump to that? Like my thing is personally, if I would have a conversation with her parents, like, hey, is there anything I need to know? About tempered. I don't know. Look, let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Not that. Yeah, you thought I was going to do. No. Tyler. Tyler. Is it Tyler and Ashley? Tyler and That's all you can say. That's all you can say. I mean, come on now. Like, bravo. Functioning and happy. Okay, let's swipe it over. Hannah and Nick working on it. Excellent. I don't like how Hannah keeps digging at Nick, talking about how immature he is, how he doesn't have it together. If I remember correctly, he has a job. I'll leave it at that. Look here. Monica and Steven, we all know this is bad. There are some people in relationships that have their significant other talk down to them like a teacher or something, like, look here, this is the last look. I told you to do this. I told you to do that. And she's slowly getting to the I told you. It's more like, hey, we had a discussion. I want flowers and I want Louis Vuitton. It's like, but I ain't materialistic. Okay. And he always looked like Steven always looks like he's about to cry. Steven's just like, okay. And I don't understand his resentment towards flowers. That's the same thing that pissed me off when Tim was like, I don't cuddle. What who are these people? Who are these people? I don't understand this thing. Like, I don't, but no, I'll tell you, there are men out there that do horrible things. Like, my wife gave me her purse. I put it on the ground because I don't hold a purse. You're like, you're stupid. Or they walk through a door first and if the door hit their woman in the face. There are people all kind of non-cuddling, non-want to buy flowers people. And it just makes me sick. Those type of people, and the women that put up with it piss me off too. Because it's like, hey, but you're dealing with it. Like Monica, you know, frustrated. You're dragging him to the finish line. You're literally dragging him to the finish line. He's just like, oh, I guess I'll go. I'm stumbling, bumbling in my way. And you can tell he's losing it. He's losing it. And she's not giving him space. She's like, I want you to talk half as much as you talk. And I want you to do everything you said to a T. You cannot have no variation of what you said you was going to treat me. And he's not up for it. He's not up for it. And you know what's funny? I'm going off right now. And that wasn't even the damn couple I was going to go off about. Look, T and G or G and G or G and T, whatever you want to say it. Taylor, Garrett. Y'all moving it along. And I yelled a couple episodes ago, not about them, but just in general. Hey, if you say you love, you gonna marry him. But I I do believe, just like when you saw with Clay, you have that important decision. You should be allowed to lead up all the way up to the wedding. It sucks, but you got to think about this. There, like Garrett's family pointed out, there's timelines, and this makes it uncomfortable, like deadlines. You better we ain't got all day now, and it's very uncomfortable because you like, and it's sad. It's sad that it's like that, but that's the pressure in which this experiment, is causing. But it is what it is. Okay. I don't think I forgot anybody. So let's just get to it. Since maybe the third episode, I've said there's something up with Marissa and Ramsey's relationship. I don't know if anybody else felt that way. I always want, my friends ain't watched it. They episodes behind, but they're going to start watching it. And I was just like, there's too much no substance in the conversation. And I'm like, I like to have fun, and I like to do like to have fun, but I also like to have thoughtful conversations. I'm not if I'm able to have one-on-one conversations with people, if I don't know you real, I'll joke it up, but typically I really like to have in-depth conversations with people. And when I didn't see any of that, it made me concerned. And the 2-hour commute, she's like, I'm glad you live with me. Everything is her way, her way, her way, her way. And I was like, what is the no's are gonna come up to just derail this whole thing? And look, let's get out the way. She expressed how she feels about religion. She said she wants God out of her wedding. God takes a back seat. That's her saying that. It is what it is. But she wants a female. Everything's too male centric. She was just bashing. But she gonna say, growing up, Mormons were the nicest people to me. But she just dissed religion and said it's white. And this is like, okay, what she learned, her version. There's different encounters with religion. There is. And then he's like, oh, I can see it from your viewpoint because how you grew up. And then I forgot what his denomination is or anything, but he was a youth minister and everything. So you could tell he still has he still deep down in his heart. He even said like, I felt like something's off. He may have felt the religion in which the denomination he was in was off, but he kind of took it all away accidentally. And the idea of him asking for it to be, if you want to be spiritual or not, meant he's still questioning himself. Because if he didn't want it spiritual at all, he would have never brought it up. And that's what happened. And everybody has a stereotype. Yes, he fits into that stereotype of like, yeah, I feel like I'm bashing everything. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. The fun loving free love, not free love, free to care and be emotional. Motherfuckers, y'all be haters too. See, that's the thing. People think that, oh, I think this, and you can still be an asshole. The military thing, I get the conflict. I understand the conflict in that. As in, you can love the military, but you're like, dang, I hope they don't do nothing messed up. But you need a military. You need something to protect the country. You need to form stuff with allies so your allies don't get overwhelmed. And then something happens where you get you can love the people. They did all this flipping and stuff. You can say, I love people in the service. I love what it did for me. I don't agree with all the actions that they take. That's it. Instead, she was like, I don't really like it, but I love what it did for me. I've been in the military because my it's like she said since she was a kid all the way up. And she's like, and I really love that part. I don't love, and then he was like, but you signed up for it. Which he's right. You signed up for one of the most important things to do is in protecting in park. Some people are gonna be cynical. Well, always protecting the country and abroad and all that stuff. And he doesn't see it that way. He really didn't get to it. He was just like, I want it in the past. And even when she was like, I want to be reservist, he's like, I don't like that either. It was like, oh, well, you okay, brother? Okay, bro. Hey, I love a world without a military. Good luck. Good luck. Hey. But he seems like a nice guy. I've never seen, it was just interesting to see that visceral, like, ugh, like it's in your past, right? And she's very super conflicted, whether it's religion, military, and she's very hurt. I could feel it. And it's like, what other stuff happened in your life? This ain't no just, and I just gave it up, la la la. It's like, no. And I called it the whole time. And I used to tell my friends, I'm like, there's something I could sense in some people. I just be sitting there looking at them like, oh man, something's off. Like you about to have a breakdown, or this person's got it. And they're like, how you know? I'm like, it's just the nature of it. I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, I was just watching it, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. YouTube, I'm Cincinnati Man, because I watch it on there. I don't watch it live, but I record myself watching it, and it's up there. And I was like, I knew it. Everybody don't know. I'm sure people thought. I'm sure there's people out there. Please comment if you thought the same thing, and if you disagree, that's cool too. Just be respectful and actually have a comment. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil anything for me, but have a comment, as in like, well, I think this, or I believe that. And it's like, okay, that's it. Not no whack. So I mean, people gonna do what they want. Internet go internet. I'll probably ignore it. Sometimes I delete it. I get real. Sometimes I'm like, that's a jerk thing. Delete. But whatever. This was an eventful episode. Take care and bye-bye.